Brandon here from thirstgym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the half kneeling band reverse pec deck. All right, for this exercise, what you're going to need are 2 resistance bands, ideally on the lighter side, so not super strong. We're going to tie them to our rack. So we want to make sure that we've got 2 posts here. So just use like a regular squat rack, will be fine. We're going to tie the band through itself. Then what we're going to do is we're going to half kneeling position. So I'm going to start with my left leg down. I'm going to grab the opposite side of the rack band with my opposite hand. So the left band is going to come in my right hand, and then vice versa with my left hand. The right part of the rack, I'm going to keep my knee down in that half kneeling position, making sure that my hip is forward. I'm not overextended, feeling a little bit of hip flexor lengthening while I'm here. I'm going to grab the band, arms are straight, and I'm just going to form a regular reverse pec deck or rear delt fly here, making sure my torso stays nice and tall and controlled as I'm doing the exercise. Keep my elbows and arms relatively long. I don't want my arms completely locked out, just a little bit of a bend. And then I'm going to make sure I'm squeezing my shoulders together and pulling those bands apart, and then I can switch sides. Now this exercise I like for just overall shoulder health. You can use this as a warm-up, so before you go to bench press or do any kind of upper body work. But I really like the half kneeling position of it because it forces us to stay in a more stacked position. We get some extra hip flexor lengthening, which is great. And then obviously focusing on the upper back musculature as well. So this is an exercise we use with a lot of athletes. At one, we're trying to just keep their shoulders feeling good, but also kind of want to lock them in from a technical perspective with their reverse pec deck. That way they're not overextending. Being in that position, it's a lot harder to do so. You got to be more genuine with your movement. So there are ways you could do this. One, you could just perform all one set with one leg down and alternate your sets of which leg you have down. Or you can mix your reps up 50-50. So say if you've got 10 reps on each side, you could do 10 reps, switch your legs up and do another 10. I've done both. I'm kind of indifferent. It's really whatever you kind of prefer. If you obviously have an odd number of sets, then you may have to figure that out on your own, or just do 2 on one side, and then next week that you're doing it, do 2 on the other. It does not really matter as long as you try to balance it out to some extent. But I really do like this in terms of total for about 10 to 25 reps. So it's a pretty big rep range, but because of the musculature on the back, we can get a higher amount of volume here. So, play with your rep ranges, find what works well. The key is just to make sure that it's genuine movement from the shoulder. You're not extending through your upper back or your lower back. You're keeping that locked in, and then you also feel those hip flexors lengthen as well. Got any questions? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.